Rosie, no. All right, what's up? Hey guys, it's Kathy. It's time for day 4 of the social selling workshop. And I'm trying to make sure this is streaming in the Moms Building Online Businesses group because I can't see it. Sue is here on time. Candy is on time. Karen is ready to roll. Simone is ready to roll. Will you all please let me know that you see this inside of the Moms Building Online Businesses group? We do also have this streaming inside of YouTube today. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe below to get a hold of all of my trainings. I'm not sure if Facebook's doing some kind of awesome thing. It looks like it's doing it as an offer because I use the word special offer. And now it's screening this out of the Moms Building Online Businesses group. So because of that, I want to make sure everyone can see this live before we keep going. So let me know where you're seeing this at. Facebook is awesome, right? Facebook is awesome. And Candy says she can see it. Jennifer can see it. Good morning, Shannon. I don't know why I don't see it. There's only 8 people here. Y'all are like holiday. We're still showing up, right? So go ahead and tag some people, tag your social seller if you have one, Jessica, Jacinda, Vicky, or Diane, and let us know that you guys are ready to go, okay? So today's technically the last day. That might sound kind of confusing because we still have next Monday, but on Monday, July 12th, it will be day 5 where we're gonna go back and do a review. We're gonna put it all together. We're gonna make sure that you guys don't have any questions. So today is the last day of new content, all right? So what we want to do is make sure that you guys don't have any questions, that you know exactly how this has all come together, and that you don't leave anything on the table from what we learned in our time together of the social selling workshop. If you are here on time, please go ahead and type on time in the comments below. We want to make sure that you guys are here for our final drawing and that you're on time and you type on time. And then Diane will be putting that together in a wheel of names that we will pick at the end. All right. Christina says, good morning. What is up? Did you guys have a good holiday? If it is, if you're in the United States, it was 4th of July yesterday. And today a lot of people kind of are having this as their holiday off, but not me. Not me. This is the only work I'm doing today, but not me. We're all here together. Charlene, and the other 3 days, inside of the Moms Building Online Businesses group, there is the past recordings from this workshop. So you can go up into the guides or you can message Diane. They might still also be posted in the announcements, okay? Jennifer's here on time. You guys, we've been following inside of this workshop kind of a PCAT method. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, our university is called PCAT University. It's Purpose, Creator, Action, Taker. But inside the social selling workshop, if you all have your workbook, if you registered, you have a workbook, okay? Is there anybody that doesn't have this? Because we're on day 4 now. But what we did was we kind of talked on day 1 about P, creating passion and purpose in your business, tying your passion to your products. Right? That was day 1. Day 2 was the C. It was about creating conversations, creating curiosity, building your community. And day 3 was last week, and that was the A. That was putting together your action plan. And we learned that action changes things. Type that in the comments below. Action changes things. So last week we went through a daily method of success, and I shared with you my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 daily method of success sheet. It's very basic, but it's the things that you can do every single day in your business, right? And we also talked about how some people might do daily actions, maybe 5 days a week. You follow your DMS sheet. You're doing an hour of purposeful work every single day in your business. Some people like me batch their work. So if I teach you to do 5 follow-ups every single day in your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you might do things like me and you might kind of bulk your work because of your schedule with your kids or your other job or whatever it is. So how are you guys doing with your daily method of success? Did you put one together after last week? Did anything we talked about last week help you? All right. So whether you're doing 5 follow-ups a day or 25 a week, same difference. But for some people, they like those kind of chunks, and some people like the batched work. So that was last week, your daily method of success, putting together your action plan. We talked about the difference between active prospecting and passive prospecting, the things that are active strategies and the things that are passive strategies. And we really focused on not just doing the passive strategies where you kind of put information out there and you wait for people to come to you, that attraction marketing thing, which really does work, but it takes time, but partnering that with active strategies. And my favorite active strategy, as you guys know, is virtual parties. So you guys, if you want to do my active strategy system with parties, that starts tomorrow, July 6th. It will be July 6th through the 9th. It's a 3-day training with a bonus event on Thursday night. So go to virtualpartieswithkathy.com. I do think you have to type the www.virtualpartieswithkathy.com. It starts tomorrow. It's $7 for that challenge. It's a paid training. It's my complete party system. You can invite your friends, you can invite your direct sales friends, your upline, your downline, whoever you think would benefit. And it doesn't matter if you guys are doing parties, if you call them presentations or workshops, you can call them challenges. I'm hosting a party for one of my students, and she hosts socials, and hers has a branded name, the Sunflower Social, but my company also is starting to call parties socials. So it doesn't matter what you call them. It's when you're getting people together in front of the information and you're doing your whole presentation. So don't overcomplicate that. Don't think the whole party word really can't work for any business. So in the virtual party challenge, it's going to be foundational stuff of how to find people, how to get hostesses, whether your party company has a party system or not. You can still have someone refer people to you and give them some kind of discount or some kind of gift or something when they host for you, right? How to present the party or the presentation, how to ask for sales, how to introduce people to your business opportunity, how to get them signed up as a customer, and what to do if they don't convert. So that's all going to happen inside of the virtual party challenge, which does start Tuesday, July 6th. So who's taking that challenge? Who has taken that challenge before? All right. If you've never taken that challenge, every single time it's just a little bit different because there's always new ideas and new things we're doing, but the foundation is the same. So Evergreen students, you guys have passed virtual party challenges in the online school. You have access to all the things. And with that, before I dive into day 4, which is only one slide today, it's going to be the T, how to build a team, how to transform your business. Are you guys ready for that? Before we do that, I have posted inside of the description of this video something incredibly special that we're going to open up to you guys today. So if you're inside of the Moms Building Online Businesses group, which you all are, unless you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, the link is in the description of this video. So if you're on YouTube, look in the description below this video, get over to the Moms group. If you are not yet an Evergreen student, but you have heard about it, or you know that you need the coaching and you need maybe an advisor who's working closely with you, you want more access to our instructors, and you want all of our training, including our complete Evergreen party system, we are holding the spring pricing through Thursday, July 8th. For the Moms group. So I'm going to share more about that after training today. But if you have curiosity about Evergreen, if you've heard about it before, if you are wanting to get in, drop Evergreen in the comments of this video in the Moms group, okay? And I'll be sharing with you just, I don't know, in the next 30 minutes or so, how to get in on that spring pricing, because on Thursday it will increase, okay? Thursday, we open up to the public during the virtual party challenge. And when we open up to the public and the price increases, it never goes back. All right. So I decided to bring to the Moms Building Online Businesses group an opportunity, if you missed it the last time, to go ahead and get in there. So you'll see that coming up as well. All right. Jacinda's here. If she is your advisor or coach or a concierge, whatever you guys have chosen to call her, if she's the one that's been reaching out to you in the messenger, go ahead and tag her. Let her know you're here. If Jessica is your girl, go ahead and tag her. Let her know you're here. If Diane or Vicky is the one that's been connecting with you in the messenger, tag them and let them know you are here. All right, day 4. Day 4 is all about team duplication. So I did a little post on my Facebook wall today before we went live, and I just asked the question, I proposed the question, are you sponsoring or are you duplicating? Or maybe you're not doing either yet. But often people think if they are sponsoring, they're duplicating and growing their business. So I want you guys to really think about what is the difference between sponsoring and duplicating, okay? And I want to ask you, do you have a system where you could teach and train other people to do what you're doing? A simple system that other people that come into your team know what they're supposed to do. Everybody's doing it and it works. Do you have that in your business? All right. So first we want to make sure that you guys have your business system. Do you have goals and do you have a plan to reach your goals? Do you have that daily action plan we talked about last week? Are you writing down your goals, and are you tracking activity so that you can prove you have a system that works? That's the first step. If you have that, you're ready to start sponsoring people into your business because you're going to be able to tell them exactly what to do and how to do it. All right. So let's chat. This is our only slide for today. And then I'll introduce you to what Felicia's asking about, our Evergreen program. Okay. If you have been introduced to it already and you haven't taken the leap into our full program, I'll remind you about what it's all about and tell you what the special offer is for today. Okay. So first things first. Goal setting and creating systems for team duplication is our topic of day 4. Let's look at just what you're doing in your business. Now, here's the most important evaluation point. Most of you guys are in network marketing. Is there anyone who's not in network marketing or direct sales that's watching this video? If so, let me know, okay? If you are not in network marketing or direct sales, this is foundational business stuff. I shared with you guys, by the way, my name's Kathy Callahan. I'm the creator of the Social Selling Workshop. If we haven't met before, I know we've got some new people popping in, but the Social Selling Workshop is one of our workshops, okay? And a lot of our students or challengers are network marketers, but a lot of them just might have like an Etsy store or some kind of online business, and everything we teach you can apply to anything. But if you are a network marketer, this is specific to you guys for the second part of today, because network marketers want to duplicate. In a network marketing business model, you can bring people in to your team, you can sponsor them, and you get paid on the sales of your organization. And in that case, that means you get paid on your own sales when you sell product, but also because you brought people in, you refer new customers in, you refer new team members in, you can get paid on your whole organization. Now, each business plan and each company is a little different on how you're paid, but the whole premise of network marketing is mass duplication. So let's do this as an eval point, okay? If you stop at the first little bullet point of building your own action plan, okay, and you don't have a desire to mass duplicate, but you've signed up with a network marketing company, I would be curious as to why you chose a network marketing industry business model if you don't want to duplicate. It's a really good thing to think about. You might love your company, you might love the products, but the true opportunity inside of network marketing is to build an organization and leverage your time. Okay, so leveraging your time means that you're going to work 10 hours a week of work. You're going to teach 4 others to work 10 hours a week of work. They're going to teach 4 others, or however many you're duplicating, right? And when you mass duplicate, then you're paid on all the hours that your organization is working. When they sell products, you get paid on those too. It's a really, really good thing to think about, because there's a lot of people working network marketing like it's a job, and they're frustrated that they're not making a lot of money because there's only so much you can make in commissions. You kind of max out, right? It's like, or else you just got to keep putting in more hours for more money. So in network marketing, when you leverage yourself and you help others do the same, you can get paid on your efforts and theirs. So please take a second to really evaluate, are you working the industry that you are you in the industry you should be in? If you are in network marketing, are you duplicating? Are you sponsoring? So I really want to focus on that today. Now, if you just want to sell products and you just want to treat it kind of like a commission-based job and you like it like that, that's fine. But the big opportunity in network marketing is duplication. All right. So this is why it's so important for you guys to evaluate that if you are going to go ahead and be in a duplication business, every single thing you do has to be able to be done by someone else. And that's important if you're an overworker, if you're an overachiever, if you're a superstar status and all the things, and you come in and you do this in your network marketing business and you don't keep it simple enough that people would be attracted to doing this with you, they're not going to do it with you, right? Now, I have a coaching business, clearly, because here I am coaching with you guys right now. I'm not trying to duplicate my coaching business. It's my business. I can do it however I want, right? I'm trying to bring as many people in. I get paid when students come in. There's no leverage to it. There's no, I don't know even how to explain that, but it's not duplicatable. Now, if I started selling coaching and teaching people how to do coaching, and maybe one day I will, we've talked about that, then I have to evaluate every single thing I do to get in front of you guys. It has to be trackable. It has to be simple enough that I can teach others to do the same. So when I talk to you about the very first bullet here, I want you to have that mindset around it. I'm in a business that duplicates, and I will never duplicate if things aren't simple, if things aren't written, if things aren't trackable, if things aren't measurable, and if I cannot prove to someone else this gets results. Okay, so here we go. All right, type to me in the comments below if you have any questions about that. It's a big understanding we need to come to before we go into this slide from today, because my goal for you guys is to have your own goals, have your own business system, and to help you teach others to do the same, whatever products it is that you've decided to line up with. Okay, so Charlene says she's a holistic wellness coach. She's combining a network marketing product line that she's trying to combine with the coaching. So here's the part. In your coaching business of your holistic wellness coaching company, you can probably do that however you want, right? When you move into the network marketing business model, I'm going to anticipate you've lined up with a company that has a system built out for you, that has products that sell, that they've got the marketing done, but there's going to be some parts that you have to fill in the gaps. Some companies have it completely built out for you. Some of you guys are having to create your own. If something's already done and it's working, let's not go reinvent the wheel, right? If you guys are like me, and you were with a company that you decided to move online before they decided to move online, I had to create my own system. And that's where I really started doing the parties online, pivoting, testing things out for 90 days, trying them like this, trying them like that, figuring out what's going to work, figuring out what I can teach others to do so that they can be doing what I'm doing and get the same results I'm getting. Now, whether they do it or not, that is not on you. But whether or not you give them a system to follow, that is on you. Okay, so if you can simply connect people with the system that's already created by your upline, and you're doing the system, they're doing the system, now we can duplicate, right? If you're in a company that just hasn't figured it out yet, I work with a lot of my students that are with companies that have great products, great marketing, but no business system to actually teach you marketing of the products, but not teaching you how to market and find the people. That's where I can fill in the gap for you. Okay. All right. So what are your personal goals? Look on the right side. It says goal setting. And what is your plan to reach your goals? So a lot of people never even stop to think about, like, why am I doing this? What do I want out of this? They're just like taking random action, throwing spaghetti at the wall. Is that you guys? It's been me before, so that's okay. And maybe you love your company enough, or you love your products enough, or you just love what you can do for people enough that you're not tied to the results. That's important. But you're a business owner. And as a business owner, we have to set some measurable goals that are very specific. We have to make sure they're attainable and realistic. We have to make sure they're relevant, and we got to give them a timeline. So right now, I want you guys to start talking to me about, what do you want to see in your business? Give me some specific and measurable goals. Make sure they're attainable, they're realistic, right? That they're relevant and they have a timeline. So it might look something like this. When I started with my first network marketing company in 2006, I had just got introduced to the company at a spa party. I didn't know anything about the company prior to that party. I had no desire to start a business. But at that party, and this is why I love parties, I was invited to kind of check out the products, but the person presenting the products also presented the business opportunity. And I thought, gosh, if that girl can do that, maybe I could too. And at that time in my life, I was a school teacher, and I was on a leave of absence, and I had 6 months when I was going to come back and either re-sign my contract to stay in the teaching job that I had, or resign to stay home with my son. And my son was 17 months old at that time. I got to take a leave. The first year I had to work his whole life. And then I was like, I'm going to take some time off. So I took my leave later. That's when I was introduced to network marketing. I knew that I had 6 months to replace $2,500 a month. I knew I had a very specific amount of money I needed to make. I knew I had a very specific timeline, and it made it easy for me to start developing my business plan. Okay. So do you guys have something like that? If you don't have something like that, it might benefit you to actually create a deadline for yourself. Okay. This does not mean things happen just because we set a deadline, but it does mean when we're on purpose, we tend to be on purpose, right? So when I looked at that and I was like, okay, it's October 2006 or September 29th when I signed up. October 1st was my official, I think, sign-on date with the company. And then I think I hosted a party like a week later or something. I knew I had until March, okay? I knew I had until March that I needed to create $2,500 residually, consistently in my business. And I believed that I could do it with the company and the products I had chosen. And then I talked to my upline about, okay, what does it look like in this company to bring in that kind of income? How quickly can I do it? What do I need to line up? And ours was a party-based company, and our system was 2 parties a week. All right. So from that, I can start creating my daily action plan. If I'm going to do, and this is the foundation of how I teach my daily action plan. From that, I was like, okay, if I'm executing 2 parties a week, what do I need to do every single day to be out there finding hostesses, to be serving my customers, to be working with the people who came to parties, to follow up if they didn't have interest yet, how to keep working with them. If they did have interest, how to get them started as a customer or a business prospect. Okay. So that is creating your daily action plan. If you follow mine, go back to day 3 of the training. If you follow mine, it's 5 follow-ups a day, 4 new asks or 4 new like, hey, will you take a look at this? Or 4 new exposures, 3 new connections every single day, 2 presentations. And if you're doing them as group presentations like I do with the parties, it's 2 presentations a week. So every day that you're doing your daily action plan, that 2 might already be done. You might just be going, okay, check the box, got it done, or shoot, I don't have 2 for next week. I better focus on that. And then 1, because we're in social media now, 1 post or video every single day. The other things we do alongside of that are gratitude and personal development. All right. So from this, I had written goals. I knew what I was looking for. I was creating my daily action plan, and I tracked activity. So type to me in the comments below, are you tracking your daily activity? Are you tracking results? All right. This is the part of being a business owner that most people are not doing. It makes it almost impossible for an upline to help you if you don't track activity, because here's what happens. And maybe this is just me. But if you don't have things written down, how many people you talk to each day, how many people said yes, they'll come to the party, how many people actually came to the party, how many people that came to the party made a purchase, how many of the people that purchased actually hosted a party, signed up for your business, became hostess. If you are not tracking that, it can feel like you're doing a whole lot of things and getting no results. Okay. I see a lot of people saying they're not tracking activity. This will completely change your business. It is hard for me if a recruit comes and says, hey, I feel like nothing's working. I'm like, okay, let's talk about that. I've been there before. What are you doing that you feel like is not working? They're like, well, I'm talking to people about my products. I'm hosting parties. I'm like, show me who you talk to. Show me the numbers. Show me the conversation. If you have never heard of Jim Rohn, I've shared you with him before, okay? If you've never heard of Jim Rohn, I love him. Go Google him. He's not here on this earth anymore, but he was a network marketer with wild success. And he talks about how we have to build out ratios. He said, if you do things enough, a ratio will appear, all right? Go Google his network marketing. It's like, it's called Getting Started in Your Network Marketing Business or Understanding the Network Marketing Industry, something like that. It's an hour and 6 minutes long. It's easy to find on YouTube. It's also on a podcast I have found. If you Google him on your podcast app, someone has uploaded, they have some Jim Rohn podcast now. But what he says is if you do things enough, a ratio will appear. Talk to 10, get 1. Talk to 10, get 1. Talk to 10, get 1. Talk to 10, get 2. And he's like, why does that start to happen? Because you're doing things enough, your skill set is getting better, your belief is getting bigger. But he's like, then what you can do as you figure out your ratio, which in general, for most of us, we should be able to invite 10 people in to our party and get at least 1 interested. That's a basic ratio. If you can do that, you can look at your system and go, okay, if I talk to 10 people, 1 will say yes. So if I need 8 yeses a month, how many people do you need to talk to? What math would that be? All right. This is trackable activity. If you talk to 10 and get 1 to say yes, then when you talk to 80, 8 would say yes. Okay. Now, if I talk to 10, I can typically get 2, sometimes 3. Jim Rohn talks about if you get more than 3 you got probably some kind of superpower, okay? He said most people cannot talk to 10 people and get 4 to say yes. Most people, 3 is kind of like a really, really excellent ratio. And what he said is, in baseball, when you have a batting average of 300, that means every 10 times you go up to bat, you strike out 7 times, but you hit 3 times, you get paid $4 million a year in baseball. So his question was, would you be willing to strike out 7 times to make $4 million? Granted, that's baseball. But the point is the same. There's going to be more no's than yeses, but we're only in control of the ask. But if you're not tracking activity, you might feel like you're asking 10 and you actually never even asked them. You kind of just implied. Or you put a post on Facebook and you felt like that was actually asking 10. Okay, so if you need any more on this, go back to last week, day 3 of the social selling workshop. Your daily action plan, what you can do every single day in your business. Tracking activity is vital, because when I started tracking my activity back in January 2019, when I restarted in network marketing and I was doing it all online, okay, after 6 years off. 6 years off of network marketing, in that time building a brick and mortar home care agency, learning that business is business and that we got to have goals and we've got to have specifics and it's got to be trackable. Okay, each business is different. So in home care, how many meetings did we have to have before someone signed up for home care? In network marketing, how many parties do I have to do to hit my sales numbers? On average, a party would be $500. Okay, so if I'm doing 8 parties a month, that would be $4,000, right? How many guests do I need to have to do a $500 sale? Now, some of you are like brain blown, never thought like this. You have to start thinking like business owners and you have to start tracking activity. Now, talk to me about your questions with that, because let me ask you this question. If you had a simple business plan, if you had laid out there exactly how many people you need to talk to, how you get into those conversations, how you move through those conversations into conversion, i.e. customers and recruits. And you could look at that business system and go, okay, I can do this. I know exactly what it converts, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again. And now you're creating results in your own business. Would that help you sponsor new recruits more confidently? And would that help them be a more successful journey in their own start to their business as well? Yes or yes? So why I love parties and why I always go back to parties and why I encourage you guys to hop on over to the virtual party challenge, that one right there, starts tomorrow, is because it's really a simple business plan. It's not fancy. It's a lot in the background. There's a lot of work I'll teach you that I do for parties behind the scenes, a lot of the conversations I have, but it doesn't look like this big, beautiful social media presence that people think you have to build a massive organization. It's just little consistent, trackable activity, purposeful work in the background, in private groups, in private events. Then you can partner that with all the other things that people do on social media, including myself, to meet more people and funnel them in to your party system or your presentation system or whatever it is. Because I do that, okay, because I do that when I bring a new recruit in, I can show her my exact system. She doesn't have to do it, but I'm going to give her the exact system to get results, okay? Before we move on to the onboarding and getting started, let's talk about Charlene's question. How do you expand out of your warm market so you can have your asks and connections? Charlene, if you did not catch day 2, go back to day 2 of the social selling workshop. That was the letter C day, where we did creating new conversations, building your community. And this is when we talked about, if we first start with our warm market, okay? Everybody starts with their warm market. So you can go through that training with us, and I teach you how to get into conversations with your warm market, but then how to expand out of it and how to create curiosity, how to go find others in Facebook groups, how to find people on social media, how to attract them to you, and then what to post out on your main social media wall so that they can take the first step. Now, let me make a point. If you guys would start with your warm market, okay, I don't care if it's 2, 10, 12, 200. Y'all have Facebook friends already that you have some kind of connection with. and you can make purposeful connections with those people, and you're doing a party-based type system, it's pretty easy if you're purposeful and you know exactly what you're doing to start with just a few key people you know and to expand quickly out by getting into their networks, okay? So that's one strategy. It's my favorite strategy. So I want to take you back to 2006. No social media. Facebook is not a thing. Texting was not even a thing when I started with my network marketing company. So I just started with a few key people that I could get to say yes to booking a party. Where did I find those people? I've shared this story with you before. I opened up the wedding book from my wedding, and I opened up the Buzz book from the kids I used to teach, and I just made phone calls. Social media has made our life so much easier, but I made phone calls. And I told people, hey, I'm starting this business. I'm super excited. I'm doing these spa parties. Can I reserve a date for you? We'll go through this all tomorrow in the virtual party challenge. Can I reserve a date for you and 5 of your friends? I'll come over. I'll bring these products. I'll pamper you. I'll spoil you. And if at the end they want to make a purchase, great. If not, no big deal. My biggest goal right now is just to meet new people, right? So when I did that, I was the most shy and insecure person I've shared. I had basically 3 friends, right? That I could really feel like I could call and say, hey, would you help me out? I didn't have this mass network of people, right? Because I did that, I knew that if I could get a couple people to say yes, I could not leave that party without a booking. That is being on purpose. That is being on purpose. That is having trackable activities. So do you know what my system was when I did home parties? 2 parties a week, and never, ever, ever leave a party without 2 bookings. Why? Because I don't want to be out of people. So I would stand up at the end of the party and we passed around these blue Tiffany's boxes, right? And we'll play party games. I'll teach you guys how to do this on social media, but I just want to explain the premise. We would pass around blue boxes and I would say, okay, we're going to play deal or no deal. This was like the way I got all my bookings. We're going to play deal or no deal. Everybody's going to get a box. And I had Tiffany's boxes at a certain point. In the beginning, I didn't. So I did like little gift card tins just from the dollar store. And I would say, okay, inside of your box is a gift up to blank. And it was a product with written on a card. And I said, you're going to get this guaranteed when you say deal. Okay. And when you say deal, you're going to let me come to your house and I'm going to share these products and this company with some of your friends, just like your hostess, Karen, did. And then I would say, all right, you guys, and here's the deal before we play the game. I never leave until 2 people say yes. So I don't know which 2 of you it's going to be, but I'm not leaving without 2 parties booked. And then they would laugh. But that was true. And then I'll teach you inside the virtual party challenge what happens if they don't just take the deal or play the game. There's ways when they're ready to take an order to change their order into a booking. Okay, so I'll teach you all these strategies. Now, that's how I built my business the first time, completely on parties, completely starting with my warm market and being so purposeful to get out of that warm market as quickly as I could. All right, so I did that until 2012. I was a car level earner with my company. It was a health and wellness company where I was earning the car, earning the trips, earning the jewelry, doubling my teaching income. I loved what I was doing. I still was doing it all home parties in 2012. Our company was not allowing us to build online. And then at the end of 2012, I ended up becoming the owner of our family home care agency because my mother passed away kind of quickly. Like we found out she was sick on Valentine's Day. She died on Thanksgiving Day. We didn't spend a whole lot of time talking about that family business. So when she passed and it fell in my lap, I had a decision to make and I moved over to the family business. I walked away from my network marketing company and I started building a brick and mortar home care agency from debt into mass profit. From the time my mom died, the company had gone way, way, way down. And so I committed 3 to 5 years to that company. I said, we can do this. I did what I had learned in network marketing, was serving people, having just simple systems, getting out there, creating new conversations, not worrying about the results, but being on purpose. And we grew that into a 7-figure agency and I sold it and I walked away in 2017. And in 2019, I came back to network marketing. Now we have online social media. So Charlene, what I've done on social media, exactly what I did that I knew worked before we had online business. Parties. But now I do them online. So I go back to my warm market. I say, hey, friend, Jen Hibbets, friend, Shannon Weber, teacher of my son and friend from when I used to teach, and Stephanie Ubelt, teacher, mom, friend. And I said, you guys, listen, I am rebuilding my network marketing business, and it would mean the world to me if you would help me meet some new people. I'm trying out these online parties. I used to do business belly to belly. I used to do home parties, but I've got too many kids now, okay? I've got too many kids. I know parties work. I want to try them online. Would you be willing to get a few people to a Facebook event if I put it together, and I'll share the products, we'll have a little online party, and then you'll get the host rewards, or I'll have a special gift for you, or whatever you need to do. We'll learn that in the virtual party challenge. And I had Shannon Weber said yes. And Shannon Weber was where I met Jessica Quivy, who you guys know inside of this group, okay? Shannon Weber said yes, Jen Hibbett said yes, and Stephanie Ubelt said yes. And guess what? Stephanie Ubelt actually told me right before the party started, hey, I need to cancel. I'm at a baseball game. I'm like, girl, we're online. It's no big deal. We've already invited your friends. I'll show up anyway. It's the beauty of online business. But anyway, so through online building and through parties, I started with my warm market, and same thing when you go online. This is why I love parties. I cannot quit emphasizing this. You guys are making your life so hard when you don't just subscribe to this theory of taking one person who will introduce you to 5 new people, and in that network of those 5 new people, you get 1 or 2 of them to introduce you to 5 more new people, or 10 or 20. It's a brilliant business plan. People overcomplicate it. People oversimplify it, so they just don't do it, okay? So that's how I started with my warm market. Now, Charlene, if you go back to last week's training, we also talk about how just to go find new connections and turn them in to your new warm market, and how to get them to take action with stuff that you post, with things that you're offering, so that they can now come in and take a look at what you're doing. So the social media attraction marketing, it works, but I had to partner that with purposeful, trackable activity, because you don't just have this mass 3,000 friends on Facebook. I had 300 on Instagram, and I think 500 on Facebook, and I certainly wasn't purposely doing anything on social media, just having fun. So we teach you how to build out the know, like, and trust factor. Once you've got your business system down, if you guys don't want to do parties, that's okay. What are you doing? Are you doing Zoom calls? Are you doing recorded videos? Talk to me right now if you're still here. Talk to me. What is your main system for getting people in front of your products, your business, and your opportunity, whatever it is you sell? Doesn't matter. How are you sharing that information with them, and how are they even finding it? Do you know that answer? How can people find the information that you have for them, and how can you present it in a way that you know they got all the information, so that at the end, if they join or they don't join, it's not because you didn't give them all the information or that their questions weren't answered. It's simply because it just was not a fit for them, okay? So I see parties, I see parties, I see parties. I know people who only do recorded videos in the messenger. All right. I know people who do only Zoom calls. I know people who do 3-way take-a-look calls where they get people just on a messenger chat. It does not matter, but you've got to have your system for how you're presenting. Okay. When you present, it's the full presentation. It's knowing that people got all the information. It's not 5 hours. It's the key points to every party that I teach in the virtual party challenge, but you can do it through a video. You can do it through a presentation form. You can do it through a live call. And then you've got to know, how many people do I have to get to these things, right, to have X amount of customers, and how many customers or how many calls do I have to do to have X amount of business partners, right? Now, do we have Facebook groups, and do we do random chats, and do we do all this like value? Yes, 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 and yes, for the purpose of finding people who we can get into the full presentation. So don't forget that. That's the trackable activity, okay? If you guys need more help with this, this is why we have a program now. Because I realize that in these short workshops and these short trainings that you're left with a lot of need for personalization, that you need help growing your business, that my business plan might look a little bit differently than yours because we're with different companies, or even if we're with the exact same company, we're different people, right? Our networks look different, our attraction factor is different, our personality is different. That is why we have our Evergreen program. I'll give you guys about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to jump into that, okay? So with that, it's where Kristen Mcdonald, our advisor, who's a car level earner with 2 companies, who walked away from Wall Street and is building a massively successful business, teaching others to do the same. She will work with you to create your plan for your company, where you meet with me every week in group coaching, where you get Vicki Johnstone to learn your branding in Canva. We're bringing Julia Burge back, our Instagram instructor, because you need that personalization to create your system. Now, here's what happens. When you do that and you're like, nailed it, now you're ready to sponsor confidently and help those sponsored people sponsor other people. When you're duplicating, or if you're duplicating, if you do not have a simple getting started or onboarding program, you're not going to grow a large organization. You might sponsor a few, but it's going to feel like a lot of work, okay? So evaluate this in the last bullet. Why do you need a team onboarding and getting started system? What will it do when you bring the new girl in if you can connect her to the information and say, hey, welcome to the team. This is how we build our business. This is what we all do, and this is why it works. Here's where you can access the training. Here's what you're going to do. Here's how I'm going to partner with you, okay? Onboarding and getting started systems create clarity and simplicity for your new recruits. This allows for fast duplication in your business. Now, done for you systems are kind of a going like theme in network marketing. And when you have a simple system and you can actually create tools that your team can leverage or use, and you help the new person say, hey, you know what? I want you to get the people to my party or my presentation that I'm already doing. I will partner with you in that done for you group or that done for you party. And your biggest job right now is just to get into conversations, and I will do the presentation for you. That helps people grow even faster, because now during their first 30 days, they're not all locked up in, oh my gosh, what is the product? Like, what is it made of? How does it work? What are the key ingredients? What does the jewelry include? What is the kitchen tools coated with? You don't have to answer any of that. Your only job is to say, hey friends, I'm doing this new thing. My friend Kathy is presenting on it Tuesday night at a fun little party. Will you come check it out? This is what we teach in our Evergreen program, for you to create simple business systems that create duplication, and for you to create something for your future team that not only simplifies your business, but will give your team a tool to grow more quickly with. This will foster independence, motivation, and confidence, because guess what happens? When the new girl comes in and she's like, oh, cool. So every Tuesday night there's a party and I just invite my friends. I'm like, yes. But the work is in the conversations. The work is in finding the people. And at first she starts by inviting people to what's already done for her. Then we start partnering with those people and we say, hey, I want you to start doing this part of the party, or it's time to go create your own group. You've already seen how it works. You've already been in the middle of it, and you know how to do the hardest part, which is to go find people, get into conversations, convert some sales, new customers, and new recruits, and plug them into the system, right? Okay. So that's what we do with our onboarding and getting started. That's the beginning of our Evergreen program. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you guys a bit about that. Next Monday will be our final day of social selling workshop, where you get to come with all your questions, where you get to have a chance for me to go through a little bit of each of the last 4 days, the P, the C, the A, and the T, okay? The creating purpose, tying your passion to your products, creating curiosity, building your community, and getting into more conversations, creating that action plan, and then T, building a team and transforming your business, okay? Next week will be you that will be understanding it all and putting it together. That will be next Monday at 10 a.m. Central, right inside the Moms Building Online Businesses group, okay? Thursday is Jessica Quibi's normal time with you guys at 10 a.m. Central. She will do a review of today. She can dive in deeper to any parts of this that she loves. She is my direct downline. She has been a key person in creating an onboarding system in the company that we're in together, because what we found is there was so many different ways that people were building the business, but nobody could say exactly how to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Jess, let's do parties. Let's do a party group. Let's build this out. Let's create simplicity. And if people want to go do it different, they can do it different. But at least we can't say that we didn't give them a simple system that works, that we're using and that works for us. Because there's 1,000 ways to build your business. But an overwhelmed mind says no. right? So Jess can dive in deeper. Probably on Thursday, I'm going to guess she's going to talk more about the onboarding and getting started and how creating a done-for-you system and a party group has helped us transform our business, take a lot of our time back, and how to divide and conquer, okay? So for those of you who are excited about that, let me know. Plan to join Jessica on Thursday. Come back with me on Monday. Before I open up our Evergreen offer, for those of you who are interested in that, join me starting tomorrow. Now, Evergreen students, you don't have to pay for this. Make sure you just message me or Diane to get in. Everybody else, it's $7. Virtualpartieswithkathy.com. There's all kinds of crazy prizes going on in there, okay? Join me tomorrow for that. Go through my complete party system. You're going to get a whole lot of things, but in a very systematic, focused on parties system. We're a social selling workshop. We've kind of given you some other options if you're not subscribed to the whole party theory, but I kind of want to push you guys that way. And you don't have to call it a party. Like I said, call it whatever you need to call it to make yourself feel happy and make sure it resonates with you, but you are going to love this, okay? All right, let's go to the next slide, you guys. What I want to share with you is that, oh, don't talk yet, Kristen. Don't talk yet, Kristen. What I want to talk with you guys about is there anybody who's never heard of our Evergreen program? Inside of this Moms Building Online Businesses group, I know we're a relatively small group right now anyway, but inside of this Moms Building Online Businesses group, you've already heard about it through our other workshops, okay? And we've talked about it before, but we do have new people who come in and have not heard of Evergreen before, or they don't know what it is. So is there anybody right now that is like, I have no clue what it is, but I want more information, okay? Is there anybody who's heard of it, hasn't signed up yet, but you know you want to, you're just waiting till your budget accommodates or your time schedule, whatever is your factor that's holding you back? Is there anybody like that? Okay. I'm talking to you guys about this specifically today because price increases every time. Okay. So we always open up Evergreen after a virtual party challenge, which you know is coming tomorrow. So that's when we open up Evergreen. I do a virtual party challenge, we open up Evergreen. That's when it opens, and then it closes, okay? The Evergreen Group is a one-year program. It is where we work intensively with you and your business plan to take you from wherever you're starting to where you're gonna go. Some people have a team of 0 and they literally just signed up. Some have a team of hundreds or thousands, and they're learning how to create simple systems and duplication and onboarding programs for their team, okay? Because of this social selling workshop, I talked to my team and said, let's hold the spring pricing and offer the moms group, which is you guys, the pricing that ended in whatever last month was, June. So before it opens up officially on July 8th, we're opening it up just to you guys, okay? Just to you guys at $1,000 less than it's going to be on Thursday. So that's super important. We're bringing back the spring pricing. Summer pricing will hit Thursday night at 8:30 Central when I do a special event with the virtual party challengers, okay? So I don't want you guys to miss this. You're going to watch a 3-minute video from Kristen. I'll take you over to the sales page where you can just see exactly how to get in. There's a special fast action taker bonus where you're going to get some private coaching because we do not do private coaching. We do group coaching, but you'll get some private coaching with me or one of our coaches. And then you guys will have an opportunity to get in before the price increases, okay? And then we'll do our on-time winner, and then you can go back to your holiday. All right, here we go. Let's hear what Kristen had to say. Kristen is our advisor, you guys. Kristen came in as a student. She came in through a Facebook ad. She implemented what I teach. She had mass results, and I said, you need to start teaching our students. And now she works with our students 2 times a week, live office hours. You just pop in on her Zoom. If you've worked with her at all, let us know. She is amazing. But this was her story right when she actually first got started as a student. Oh, shoot, as a student. Here she goes.
Hi, my name's Kristen Mcdonald, and I'm a stylist with a women's athleisure wear brand and a jewelry brand. And I just wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about the Evergreen Party course and how I became involved with it and how I found it. So Kathy Callahan, I found on Facebook on a whim. I think I just heard her story about moving all of her business virtually and, taking the in-home parties to a virtual space. And it really hit home for me. Obviously since COVID hit, Seeing clothing in person, jewelry in person is a very, it's just the way we did our business. And when COVID hit, we just had to kind of pivot. But I really needed help with my VIP group for a lot of reasons. Being a leader, I have a team of people. I'm focusing on, helping them grow their businesses in group on Facebook. So I just really liked the idea of creating not only a group for your customers and prospects to be in, but a group where it could be a community for them, a place where they can go to feel good, a place where they could go to learn about things, tips, tricks, you're adding value and helping them in their daily lives, but a place where you could also feel really good about talking about your products and how they've impacted your life and how they can impact other people's lives. I think with Facebook, it's very hard, to be putting that stuff out there in the public all the time because it does become spammy. So the Evergreen course has really taught me to streamline my VIP group, make it a party group. I can do an event once a week, and my customers are really loving it. They're really loving the weekly lives that I'm doing on Tuesday nights. They are excited to show up and see what I have to talk about next week. It's been a really good way for me to get hostesses easily into my group and have them invite their friends. And the thing that's really great about the Evergreen Group and the course is that it teaches you how to take prospects and keep them in your group. See, that was the thing also that was really hard about doing all of these separate parties all the time was how are you keeping all of these people in touch with you? This is a really easy way to do that. So I made the investment in Kathy's course. It was probably the best money I've spent in a really long time. I just jumped in and I just started taking massive action. And I've had a huge change in my business over the past, I'd say 45 days or so. So if you're thinking about it, I would absolutely recommend you do it. She's awesome. She's super genuine, down to earth, and just really authentic. And because she teaches her course that way, it actually has made me, instill that into my business even more. So just go for it.
Isn't that so cute? Okay. Let me get my face back on the screen, you guys. Okay. So I don't know if any of you are curious about that complete program. I'm going to show you the sales page. I'm going to show you everything it involves. And let me just tell you real quick, Kristen, at the time of that video, I think that was maybe this fall or early this spring, I'm not sure, or early this winter, but she just hit her biggest, so she was with two companies. She layered in a second company because one company had some mass changes with their structure of how they pay, with their host rewards was disappearing. And so she layered in another company, and with her new company implementing the system of the one party a week, our complete Evergreen party program, she hit her biggest sales month last month. I think she's only 6 months into her company. She had 45,000 in sales last month. Her team is growing like crazy. She implemented the basics of foundation of parties that I teach, scaled it to the Evergreen party, and a lot of you have gotten to see those parties. Now, anyway, here's the sales page, you guys. If you're wanting to get into Evergreen, I did just update this for you. You have until Thursday. Let me get the right page. You have until Thursday to get signed up with the spring pricing. You have until tomorrow to get in on a bonus private coaching call, which, like I said, we just don't do those anymore simply because of time. Okay, so if you go to the link that was on your screen and your social seller or your or advisor can pop it in for you as well, I can type it in the chat box. It will bring you to this page. You can check out, you guys, it's not just about coaching and advising, it's all of our trainings. There's so much. A lot of our students are like, I haven't even made it through everything. That's why we're with you for a year. You'll see the video again from Kristen. You'll see some other testimonials. You'll see everything included in here, which is our complete program, my full onboarding and getting started in network marketing course that you can go through on your own to make sure that you have all the stuff that you need to build your business successfully. And then you can use that for inspiration to create one for your team. It's what we give our team access to when they get started. You'll get our private Facebook group and community and messenger chat. You guys, that's one of the biggest values. I feel like the people in that that community. I feel like we all learn from each other, and it's having that instant access to one another. You'll get personalized onboarding with your accountability advisor, who's Kristen, who you just saw on the screen. You'll get twice a week calls with her. You'll get a Trello board, which Diane has created to keep you on track with every single step of building out your business system. Kristen will email you weekly with ideas and inspiration. You will meet with me on Tuesdays weekly. They're all recorded and time-stamped if you can't join live. We go about 2 hours every Tuesday answering all of your questions and just working with you wherever you're at in your business. You'll get weekly access to our whole team, including our featured trainers through Zoom and Facebook Live for Q&A and continued ongoing training. And we've got lots of bonuses included as well, okay? So you guys can go check out what's included in the program, everything that it comes with. You can see more testimonials. You guys, this is a 1-year program. I'm gonna scroll down and get to that pricing. Here's everything about it. Just go read, listen to more testimonials from our students. If you are a student and you're here now, drop below what the biggest impact has been for you with this program. You guys can get in for $4,000 paid in full. That's a little less than $400 a month when you pay in full. That gives you 1 year access to everything we offer. What is that? Like 5 hours of live coaching every single week. Nobody's doing this with people. This is the difference with Evergreen. Advisors, coaches, teachers, trainers, and a community that go through every single piece with you. We also have our 5-day mindset challenge with Michelle Thompson in there. You guys, that has been instrumental in those of you who need to move past some blocks in your business and in your own limiting beliefs. If you need to drop down to the payment method, you guys can do a 10 pay of $550 a month. Okay, if you can pay in full, you save $1,500. This program does increase to $5,000 on Thursday. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to jump in, get on board with us. If you've been thinking about it, you're just not sure where to start to get more results in your business, but you know that you need people who will partner with you to teach and train you not only all the things, but work with you. That's where it's at. Okay, there's the link below. I put a bit.ly link. I will drop it in the comments. I'll also put it up in the description. If you get in by tomorrow, you'll get a private coaching call with me or one of our coaches. And then if you get in by Thursday, you will save before the price increases for the public. All right, you guys, I hope you learned a ton. Let's open up our wheel of names. If you're on the fence and you have questions, that is why your advisor and coaches are in the background. So please message Vicky, Jacinda, Diane, or myself is fine. If you're like, I think I want to, but I've done this before. Like, you're probably just like me, right? I've done all the things and none of the things, right? So, okay, let's spin the wheel for our on-time winner. And then as long as you are here, we're going to cheer with you. And you can send me a note that you won a prize and I will send you the form. Heather Durkin, just by a hair. Heather, you are our winner today. Everybody give her a bunch of congrats. Heather, please private message me. You are our winner for today. You guys, if you have any questions, please reach out. If you have, gosh, I would want to be there, but I don't know how to make it happen, message me, okay? Let's chat in the background. All right, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye for now.